Young and the Restless early edition spoilers. Chelsea softens towards Adam. Soon, on Young and the Restless, Chelsea Lawson will likely be spending Valentine's Day with Adam Newman. Of course, it won't be romantic. They will probably have plans with their son, Connor Newman. As of now, Chelsea is adamant that she and Adam are not a couple and never will be. However, Valentine's Day could very well be the turning point. With how much Chelsea is protesting, it's likely she still has feelings for Adam. She just doesn't want to admit it. No doubt, she is scared to try again with him on Young and the Restless. Fans will recall that they were extremely volatile in the past. However, they are both different people now. And it looks like they are heading in the direction of a reunion, especially with the talk of old flames being revisited. So, after Valentine's Day, things may start to shift between them next week on Young and the Restless. Of course, Chelsea will still be cautious, but she might start to let her guard down a little around Adam. And she also may start being more honest with herself about her feelings. YNR spoilers. Audra Charles faces a challenge. While Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, might be making progress with Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan, a new couple could be tested. Recently, it was revealed that Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, has a past with Holden Novak, Nathan Owens. It turns out that he is part of her history with Tucker McCall, Trevor St. John. While it does involve business, Holden also made it clear that they know each other very well. Indeed, that suggests they mixed some pleasure with business. Audra was clear that she is very happy with Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic, on Young and the Restless. And he treats her better than anyone ever has. Holden assured her he wouldn't tell anyone about their past. However, it does seem inevitable that their history could end up putting a strain on her relationship with Nate at some point. And even though Holden Novak thinks he's leaving Genoa City, it's more likely that he'll be sticking around for a while. Young and the Restless spoilers next week. Nikki Newman at risk. Elsewhere on YNR, Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, may be in big trouble. Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, swears he is not using his new company as a way to get revenge on Victor Newman, Eric Braden. However, it seems like he isn't telling the truth. Currently, he is someone looking into Nikki Newman and what she is doing at Chancellor Industries. So, it appears that he's targeting her. No doubt to get to Victor. It's nonstop drama on YNR next week. Tune in daily to see if Chelsea Lawson is closer to considering a reunion with Adam on the CBS Sudser. For months, the Young and the Restless fans have watched Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan, put up emotional walls around her heart, especially when it comes to Adam Newman, Mark Grossman. The pair share a complex history filled with betrayal, passion, and heartbreak, a roller coaster that's both toxic and tender. But as the fall weather cools down in Genoa City, something seems to be thawing inside Chelsea. Subtle moments, longing glances, and a series of emotional conversations are hinting that the walls she built around Adam may soon begin to crumble. A familiar spark rekindled. It starts small, just a fleeting look across crimson lights as Adam and Chelsea bump into each other while picking up coffee. She's there for a quick chat with Billy, while Adam is on his way to meet Connor's therapist. But when their eyes meet, there's a flicker of something unmistakable. Nostalgia mixed with unresolved affection. Adam, always guarded, manages a polite smile, but Chelsea feels the tension immediately. She tries to brush it off, focusing on her work with the Omega project at Marchetti, but her mind keeps drifting. Every time she passes Connor's room at night, memories flood in, of the family they once were, the laughter, the chaos, and the fierce loyalty that once bonded them. Chelsea knows better than to trust her heart where Adam is concerned. He's hurt her before, and she's vowed never to fall into that pattern again. But when it comes to Adam, logic rarely wins. Connor's struggles bring them together. The real catalyst for this change is, of course, their son Connor. The young boy's emotional struggles have been taking a toll on both parents. Despite their best efforts, Connor's anxiety and behavioral issues have worsened, forcing Adam and Chelsea to cooperate more closely than they have in years. During a particularly difficult therapy session, Chelsea breaks down in tears, confessing that she feels like she's failed as a mother. Adam, for once, doesn't respond with arrogance or blame. Instead, he offers quiet reassurance, telling her she's done everything right, that Connor is lucky to have her. It's a rare moment of vulnerability for both of them. Chelsea can see in Adam's eyes that he's not trying to manipulate her this time. He's just a father desperate to help his son. That softens something inside her, something she thought was long buried. They begin to spend more time together, mostly revolving around Connor's treatment. Adam takes to visiting Chelsea's apartment to discuss school reports and therapist recommendations. They share meals, sometimes even laughter, as they reminisce about the days when things were simpler. The more they reconnect through their shared concern for Connor, the harder it becomes for Chelsea to ignore her lingering affection. A conflicted heart. Chelsea's closest friends can tell something is shifting. Chloe Mitchell, never one to bite her tongue, warns Chelsea to tread carefully. You know how this goes, Chels, Chloe reminds her. Adam reels you in with his charm, and the next thing you know, you're cleaning up another one of his disasters. Chelsea laughs it off, but Chloe's words sting because they're true. She doesn't want to be that woman again, the one who sacrifices her happiness for Adam's redemption. Still, Chelsea can't shake the feeling that maybe, just maybe, Adam has changed. She starts noticing things she hadn't before. How patient he's become with Connor, how he's stepping back from conflict rather than charging into it. Even his interactions with Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, have lost their flirtatious edge. For once, Adam seems focused entirely on family. At the same time, Chelsea's growing attraction conflicts with her sense of self-preservation. Late at night, she sits alone on her couch, replaying old arguments and bittersweet moments in her mind. She remembers the pain, the betrayals, but also the love. And that's the most dangerous memory of all. Adam's turn to step up. Meanwhile, Adam senses the shift but chooses not to push. He knows he's on thin ice with Chelsea and doesn't want to risk losing the fragile trust they're rebuilding. Instead, he focuses on being the kind of man she can depend on, something he's rarely been in the past. In a quiet scene that tugs at fans' hearts, Adam surprises Chelsea by showing up with takeout from her favorite place after a long, stressful day. There's no ulterior motive, no grand declaration, just simple kindness. They eat together, laughing softly as Connor's laughter echoes from the other room. When Chelsea thanks him for the gesture, Adam shrugs. It's not about the past anymore, he says gently. It's about doing right by you and Connor now. That's when Chelsea's guard really begins to crumble. For the first time in a long time, she believes him. An unexpected confession. One evening, after putting Connor to bed, Chelsea and Adam find themselves sitting together in silence. The weight of their shared history fills the room. Chelsea finally breaks the quiet, admitting, I didn't think we could ever get back to this place, where we could even be in the same room without fighting. Adam looks at her, his voice low. Maybe this is our second chance, not as a couple but as a family. But Chelsea hesitates. What if it's both? She whispers, almost to herself. The words hang in the air, neither of them ready to unpack the meaning just yet. But it's clear that something has shifted permanently between them. Whether it's friendship, rekindled love, or something in between, their connection is undeniable. The path forward. As Chelsea continues to soften toward Adam, the people around them begin to take notice. Billy Abbott, ever the observer, senses the emotional pull between his ex and her former flame. While he doesn't interfere, his curiosity, and maybe a hint of jealousy, will no doubt complicate matters down the road. Sally, too, might not take kindly to the idea of Adam revisiting old flames, even if she claims to have moved on with Nick. And speaking of Nick, he's likely to have his own opinions about Chelsea letting Adam back into her emotional orbit, considering the tangled web they've all spun over the years. But for now, Chelsea isn't thinking about the chaos that could follow. She's just taking things one day at a time, letting her heart lead where it may. A love reborn, or another lesson in pain. The million-dollar question is whether Adam truly deserves this second chance. Can a man who's caused so much destruction ever be fully redeemed? Or will Chelsea find herself heartbroken all over again, realizing that the pull between them is nothing more than history repeating itself? In true Young and the Restless fashion, the answer won't come easily. But one thing is certain, Adam and Chelsea's story is far from over. Whether it ends in romance or ruin, it's clear that these two are destined to be a part of each other's lives, bound by love, pain, and the child who ties them together.